A cold one in Atlanta ends in back-to-back wins for Tyler Reddick and 23-11. But after Saturday's rainstorm canceled qualifying, the 45 got to start at the pole after last week's win in Daytona. But Atlanta did not reward clean track position. It rewarded survival, repairs, and timing. Tyler did not have the smoothest day. He had some major damage in stage 3, losing the front rear fender from that crash, and it looked like best case scenario he was limping home with some points. But Tyler even said that he had to reset the goals with his team in that very moment. The conversation then became, let's just try to get a top 15 finish. And yet a few laps later, they were somehow running 5th or 6th again. He said the whole thing was kind of unbelievable with 40 to 50 laps, and it was just not looking great, but the team somehow found a way to fix the damage and push through it. That seems to be the theme this year in 2026. Not just speed, but solutions, which is why it's been such a strong start for him, is really hitting home. Tyler did not have a single win in 2025, and then he completely turns it around, gets the biggest win of his career at the Daytona 500, and then Atlanta. Not to mention, those are two of the hardest races to control. But that shift was not something that just happened in week 1. He said that he has been putting in the work all offseason, and now it's paying off in the most chaotic environments NASCAR can throw at you. But it's a feeling that his own teammate, Bubba Wallace, can relate to. After going 100 races without a win, Bubba brought 23-11 home, their first crown jewel at last year's Brickyard 400. But after leading last week the most laps and another crown jewel, Bubba felt it slip away from him.
It's a replay on where I messed up and where I went wrong. Unfortunately, I think I moved up too high. Freddie and I, we did great all day. Our car was so fast. So I appreciate the team. The Xfinity Toyota Camry was the fastest car in the field. It's unfortunate that we didn't win, but the team won again. It's good. So we got some positive momentum. Good points today. So it's all clicking. I just need to keep going.
What did MJ say?
Tough luck.
Back-to-back top 10 stuff, you.
But Tyler said that he genuinely thought it was going to be him pushing his teammate to the finish this time and get the win. But lane decisions on the final lap changed everything. Bubba went to cover the 77. The 77 split him, and suddenly Reddick was up front in open air. Exactly where he didn't want to be with damage. He still got the shove that he needed, this time from his own Toyota teammate, Chase Briscoe. That push was just enough to lock it down. And the guys were pretty shocked after the race. Tyler said that him and Ross Chastain talked about it in Victory Lane. They were both so surprised that the run just didn't come together. Co-owner Michael Jordan praised both of his teams and said that the momentum is the fruit of their labor. He said the group never stopped working, even after the whole ordeal that their owners faced with the lawsuit in NASCAR in the offseason. But MJ, he did admit that he really felt for Bubba. It's the second week in a row that he had to walk over and comfort him after a really close one and the way that he improved from last season. But this is something that Bubba has really improved with, and in managing his emotions. You can see it in the way he's finishing the races and talking to the media. There were more disappointments from the day, but Kyle Busch did not hold back his emotions as well as Bubba did. He kind of just laid it all out on Noah and said that it's just what kids do these days.
I didn't get the best of exits off of turn 2 there. It was a little crossed up, not bad when I got out there to the wall, and just perfect timing for the 4 to just ram me as hard as he could and send me spinning instead of just checking up for a second, making sure I was straight, hitting me softly. But that's just what they all do. They just all run through you, and it doesn't matter if you're aimed the right way or not.
How much of a factor was the wind? I can't hear you.
No, I was running normal. Everything was fine. We had an issue on pit road, got back there, was working our way back towards the front. We had better tires than most of the people we were around, or at least that was in front of us. So, time was going to be to get back to the front. We're wrecked way too early. I hate it.
How hard was that hit?
They're fun. I love hitting.
How much of a factor?
I can't hear you.
How bad was the wind out there today?
Handling characteristics were an issue. We all kind of knew that going into turn 3, but it's not as bad as I expected it to be. I thought there was going to be more cars out of shape.
There were more unhappy drivers coming from the medical center, this time after stage 2 ended in chaos. Kyle Larson was running top 5 when he crashed after a bad block off of SVG. But Kyle, he took the blame for this one.
I realized that the 97 had gotten inside of him, so once I was clear, I just wanted to cut distance and shortcut my way to the finish of the stage. And yeah, the 97 was out of my mirror, and I just hung a quick left and ran right into him. So yeah, nothing anybody else did wrong besides me. So just all on me and hate it.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
You're kind of in a early points hole.
Okay.
I mean, is that frightening? It's hard.
There's still 20 races or whatever left, so yeah, obviously you don't want to compound it, but everybody wants to make a big deal out about points and stuff, and points racing, but it's still so early, and to me, I don't really think it changes a lot.
So, how frustrating? It's pretty frustrating. I mean, you had a car to win, right?
Well, it's just more so frustrating because it was all me. Typically I get caught up in, I feel like others, mistakes on these style tracks, but that was completely my fault. So that's what's embarrassing and frustrating, and just glad nobody else, I don't think, got taken out in it too. So, but yeah, we had a great car, and I felt like up until that point I was doing a pretty good job. So just as always, just trying to build your notebook up on these places, and yeah, I mean, I know it crashed right there, but I feel like still we're getting better and better every time we come to these, and especially here in Atlanta. So that was fun. Just wish I was still out there.
I know the wind didn't impact the crash, but how did it impact the handling here?
I was actually surprised. I didn't really feel like it was affecting much of anything. So, like last week at Daytona, I felt like it was creating a lot of drag through like 3 and 4 down the front stretch, which similar wind direction for where we are in the track, but it didn't really feel like it was doing much. I didn't think.
It was also a busy day for Carson Hocevar, who found himself at the front as the white flag flew, but he missed this one just like the feelings that Bubba felt as well. But he did apologize to Joey Logano for the contact he made with him.
I mean, I don't need to tear them up, obviously, but at the same time, I felt like that move was probably going to win us the race last year, and it just happened in the same car. So I felt like if I got an opportunity, I was going to shoot for it, and felt like with the push that Ross gave me, there was a shot there.
It seems like there was a lot of confidence just in your car's ability to carve through the field. There were a lot of big runs that you were able to take today. Where did that stem from?
I just think we're really good. It's not very often I can just tell them, hey, I think they're going to wreck. I said they were going to wreck on lap 37. I was like, they actually did. I was like, hey, I'm just going to sit here and, let me know when we get 25 to go. I'll go. I'll get us to the lead or up front. And then we got there right away. I got there probably quicker than I thought. And then I turned Joey. I didn't mean to do that. I think he got stuck in dirty air. It's me and Drake racing excuse there and saying it's not my fault, but it definitely was. And I was just looking at my mirror the whole time, thought I calculated the gap up front, and I missed it by an inch or two. So, I owe him, a gift card or two.
The truck race.
You got a push from Ross. Could you slow it like you went for the pole, but like were you already?
I probably could have slowed, but I felt like the Toyotas were here trying to maintain lanes, and felt like if they got lazy and left the middle open, I was going to be really aggressive to try and fill it. And I saw it for a split second right when I had a huge run, and there was probably just enough right when I was coming. I just went for it. It was in my mind. I just went for it. And, by the time he either realized it or by the time I got there, I don't even need to see the replay. I'm sure it was closed up. So, I don't mean to obviously destroy their day or their car. Just felt like it was going to be best interest of me to try and get the Toyotas, out of at least the best probability there.
Really owning up to his actions. He says he feels really good about how they're performing at the start of the season, but it's another missed opportunity. So more disappointment for these close ones. But hey, the guys get another shot next week at COTA.